This reading is for Scorpio for the month of February. So for the most part, I just wanted to let you guys know, I feel like there's going to be some type of uphill. I feel like maybe something can possibly fall apart overnight. I feel like something can happen all of a sudden. The falling apart could happen. Maybe a foundation was not completely, I want to say, sets. Like the foundation wasn't firm. So something happened overnight for the month of February. I feel like there was some type of separation. Somebody got kicked out of the house, or something fell apart overnight. It could have been a divorce. Could have been a breakup overnight. I feel like that breakup was because of somebody juggling. It could possibly have been juggling two or more people back and forth. And I feel like for those of you who were in that type of scenario, I feel like you feel like you were betrayed, like you lost the battle, you lost the fight, kind of. I feel like possibly the person that you were like involved with was juggling two or more people, or I feel like some of the Scorpios tend to drift out of their relationship. So I feel like possibly you could have gotten in a breakup because you are, sorry guys, juggling two or more people at the same time. I feel like possibly you could be juggling two or more. Sorry guys, I just keep getting emails, people writing to me. So anyways, I feel like some of you guys tend to like drift out of the relationship. So I feel like you could be juggling two or more people. Possibly you could have got broken up all of a sudden because somebody found out that you were lying or you weren't completely telling all the truth. I feel like you juggle two or more people. Possibly you can talk to a lot of people. Okay, for those of you who are single, my Scorpio single people, I feel like possibly you can talk to multiple people. So you juggle people like back and forth. I don't feel like you being focused on just one specific person. I feel like I just see you juggling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Maybe sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're cold, sometimes you're yes, sometimes you're not. So I kind of feel like that breakup was bound to happen due to, you being juggling things back and forth. I feel like the situation is not being seen clearly. Possibly, maybe you might feel, or the people around you might feel, like you're at a standstill, like you're blind, like you're stuck, like you don't know what direction you got a blindfold on, and you've just like been hurt before, and you don't really know what direction to go. I kind of feel like even though Scorpio could get hurt, I feel like they could hurt as well. Like not every Scorpio is actually going to be 100%. I mean, even with all the signs, not everybody is honest. A lot of people drift out of the relationships. I was just talking to a friend earlier, and we were talking about that because I did a reading for her, which I've been so hectic with the readings. But I did a reading, and I was explaining to her how sometimes people tend to drift out of the relationship because they're looking somewhere else for someone to give them that happiness. Okay, so I feel like kind of like possibly some of you guys for the month of February might feel like you're stuck, like you're blind, you're not really looking at the situation for what it is. I also feel like maybe those of you could have been hurt in the past, so you're kind of like at a standstill. You have fear of the unknown. You have fear of the new. So you're kind of like really not sure what exactly to do. I feel like you're kind of just like, you want to move forward, but you can't. It's like you're stuck. I feel like you're going to get some type of invitation to travel, invitation of love. Maybe somebody might come and offer you love, or possibly this is an invitation and this right here is celebration. So I feel like maybe you might travel for the month of February to actually go to some type of party or an event about people from out of town are coming out or something. I feel like a gathering with someone, possibly seeing people that you haven't seen before in the past in a long time, that you might see them again and actually talk to somebody you haven't seen for a while. I feel like getting to know somebody you haven't seen, or just basically spending time with someone that from a past that you haven't seen in a while. People coming out of town, celebration. It is the month of February. Possibly some of you guys can be in. I know last month I felt like you guys were gonna separate from an air sign, but for this month, I don't see an air sign in here. I see a reconciliation, but I don't want to get into that yet. So I feel like you want to possibly go out of town, see people from out of town. I feel like somebody from your past is coming back. Okay, so this right here is a reconciliation. That's someone from your past that you have memories with. I feel like maybe possibly they can come back and tell you like, hey, call it truce, reconcile. They're gonna. You need to express feelings to them the same way they need to express feelings to you. So I feel like there's gonna be some words of feelings exchanged or whatnot, or there's like the elephant in the room that you need to talk about or get to know. So I feel like for here, this right here is an exchanging vibe for me. Exchanging emotions. I feel like things have to be exchanged between you and that person. Calling truths, forgive and forget. I feel like, but definitely this is someone from the past. Okay, when I see someone from the past, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be a love interest. It could be a friend or something, somebody you haven't seen, or you had a disagreement with a friend, and they're gonna come back and call it truce, or you guys are gonna talk again and make up. Okay, so I feel like that's a big thing for you for the month of February. Reconcile. Okay. Possibly, maybe some of you guys might feel for the month of February, you don't live up to common traditions. I feel like you're struggling for that. Strugglement for that is a common tradition, okay? So another thing I do want to mention, the Hierophant could also signify marriage. Maybe somebody might be getting married, somebody might be having kids, stuff like that. Pregnancy, the Hierophant is like something being stable, something getting together and forming something stable. I see a message. I feel like a message of some kind is coming your way. I feel like a new victory, a new success, something new is coming your way. I feel like even though you might be having a hard time because that breakup or that separation or some kind, I still feel like you have people there. They will be there for you. They will be there when you need them. I feel like you still have a shoulder to lean on, a shoulder to cry on. Kinda, I just feel like when you're in a relationship, for those of you who venture out, I feel like you expect more from a person, your significant other, than what you're willing to give, or possibly it's vice versa for the person that you're dealing with. I feel like you just want so much from them and you want them to prove to them that you love them and you need more attention than most people. You want someone to tell you that they're going to be there for you all the time. But I feel like even if someone was to tell you that, sometimes a lot of you guys are not even fully invested. You just want that reassurance. Possibly you can ask a person like, hey, you don't show me a lot of affection, you don't show me this, but I feel like sometimes a lot of you guys can have like a bitchy attitude. So I feel like possibly the person you could be talking to or involved with possibly won't be able to talk to you because you always catch an attitude or you get mad for everything and you push that person away. So rather than pushing that person closer to you, you tend to push them away because you're kind of bitchy all the time. What are the messages? First card is retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. This is a message from the angels. So it's time to retreat, to disconnect from the world. Kind of like let go of stuff that are stopping you, your focus, and kind of focus on your partner. Focus on the person you want to be with. Actually have real intentions. I feel like a lot of you guys don't have that. Worth waiting for. I feel like this is another message from them. Worth waiting for. Divine timing isn't at work in your love life. So everything happens for a reason. Always remember that timing is a big issue. Sometimes we can meet people and it's not necessarily the timing for us to be together, okay? So possibly retreat. If you really want to be with somebody, you have to take that time to really invest yourself. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So really enjoy the moment. When you really learn how to accept yourself and to possibly love yourself, that is when you will attract what you seek. So really take the time to attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So if love is that you're seeking, you need to really just attract it by enjoying the moment for what it is. Possibly a new love, Scorpio, for the month of February. A new person has stirred your romantic feeling. Possibly some of you guys could have met a new person for the month of February or recently met them, and that's the person that you're interested. As of right now, you're interested in someone new. Okay. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Possibly that new person that you met could possibly be a true love, the romantic of your lifetime. Possibly that person could be the person that you've been looking for all along. So make your decisions wisely and think wisely. You deserve love. You are lovable. So you deserve love. So this is like Cupid shooting its arrow at you, letting you know that you can receive love and you can give love. So you can be loved. Okay, don't ever self-doubt yourself, feeling like, no, you're not. Sometimes maybe you might feel like people won't accept you because you can't be loved. I feel like that's more of a self problem, not the person that you're dealing with. Maybe you might feel like you can't be loved because you you have insecurities and you doubt yourself. But this new person coming can possibly be a soulmate. A soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So that can possibly be your soulmate because they're going to accept you for who you are. Make the effort. If you want something real, great love is worth taking the steps you guide to take. So if this person is someone that you really like, it's advisable for you to take those steps to make things work. Make an effort so that you can be happy and that everything can work out the way you want it to. The next part is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So be firm. What you seek out and what you give to the world, that's what you'll bring back to you. So always be positive about being able to find new love. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So for that new relationship, for those of you, I feel like not the new one, but for those of you who are in a relationship, you have to give your relationship a chance. You have to work together with that person and become a union so that you can really move forward and build something that's actually going to be firm and not something that's going to fall apart. Okay? So that is my advice to you guys. I'm going to shuffle this other deck that I have. Let me see. Just a little advice. I'm going to start using different cards so that way I can enhance on my readings. But, almost burned my card. Wow. So let's just see. What are the messages for Scorpio regarding their love? What are the advice, Spirit, angels? What is the advice you suggest for Scorpio regarding their love? What is the advice you recommend for Scorpio regarding their love? So let's see what the angels advise to you. First card is all is well. Everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to. With hidden blessings, you will soon understand. So everything that you're witnessing now is what's supposed to be happening. So don't ever doubt it. The next card is divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So just know that look past the illusion, pick the deception, the things that you feel like it's not right. That's exactly what it's supposed to be happening right now. As you mature as a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important for you right now. So I feel like your youth, to regain that, that's something that's very important for you as well. Crystal clear intentions. Be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. So figure out what you want and really focus on it, okay? Really figure out what you want to do and then you will be able to. Prosperity is going to be the last card. Your material needs are as provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So you can manifest whatever it is that you seek. You just really have to believe in yourself. Don't self-doubt yourself because I feel like a lot of the Scorpios might doubt themselves. Doubt themselves in love. Doubt that people will really love them. I feel like that's more of an inner thing, an inner issue that you would have to deal with before you can actually move forward and meet somebody that is actually worth it. just remember that if you really want to be with somebody, you have to be willing to give what they give. So don't require so much when you don't plan on giving the same exact amount. Okay. Another thing too. I feel like a lot of you guys require a lot of attention and can be sort of moody or manipulative and bitchy. So it kind of pushes the person away. I feel like you push the people away. You can push potential people that actually want to be with you away because of their attitude, because of the way you act, because you feel like you're very careless about the other person's feelings. So doing that to another person is kind of like saying that you don't really care about them.